All right, so this is my little puzzle game in DOSBox, and this is it in the browser. Looks very similar, and I've decided to see how difficult it would be if I tried to port it to Amiga 1.3. Um, and I managed to find a Turbo Pascal compatible compiler. And after half an hour, this is what I got. It may look bad, but it's actually pretty good because everything works the way it should in terms of logic, but doesn't look so great. So I can highlight the ball and I can move it, and everything kind of works the way it's supposed to, but it just doesn't look right. The colors are off. So I've had to reduce the resolution from 640 by 350 down to uh, 640 by 200 to get the 16 colors, but now the colors are off. Uh, the font isn't the right size, but I'll just stick with the standard font for now. But I think if I could just adjust a few settings, I could get it looking very similar. So as long as the logic works, most of my work is done. Everything else is just cosmetic. So I'm kind of impressed by HiSpeed Pascal, which is the version of the compiler. So let's take a look at the code. I'm going to switch to Visual Studio Code because everything looks better in there. And so in terms of the settings I've had to change, I've modified a few constants here. I removed some compiler defines, and there was, okay, this part right here. So I was using a constant h size -1 and v size -1. It didn't like that, so you can't do any kind of arithmetic on constants. So after I removed that, it compiled cleanly, and no other piece of code, really, everything that compiled in Turbo Pascal pretty much compiled in HiSpeed Pascal. I did have to add some additional code just for my testing here. So I have to figure out how to detect the arrow keys on the Amiga. So that's not working. So I'm using A for left, S for right, W for up, and Z for down, or Z for down, depending where you are. Um, but that's pretty much it. So after a half hour, I think that's pretty incredible. I spent more time trying to install the compiler and kind of try and figure out how it would be able to compile. So here is my command line path. So this is the compiler exe. It's located in the H Pascal folder, and I'm specifying where my program is with the /u and the /e and everything else you can see. So let's just compile it, and you can see that it actually compiles to, let's make this a little bigger, around 45K, which is around the same size as the Turbo Pascal version. So, and if we just run it again, there we go. So there are some artifacts when I'm moving the crosshair around that could easily be fixed. I'll realign the title and the instructions, and I'll remap the colors to Amiga friendly versions basically. But I think after that it should just be okay. And I'll release that on GitHub right now, I don't think anybody wants to play it in this form. I just thought I'd share and show that, you can still do something with the Amiga OS 1.3. The HiSpeed Pascal compiler is on archive.org, so that's where I found it. You should be able to find it. Two um, ADF files. They're zipped, so the install wasn't very complicated, but yeah, quite a bit of fun just to port this. And thanks for watching. So that's it for now. I'll probably do a follow-up video just to show you when it's completed.